never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It's a Friday. Hopefully everybody has had a good week so far, and hopefully you're looking forward to tomorrow when we unofficially kick off the college football season with week number 0. But in today's video, we're going to be talking wrestling and football. So if you like wrestling and or football, there's going to be something in this video for you. But before I get into it, let me first say I've got 2 shout outs coming up at the end of the video. So please stay tuned for those. And before we talk about wrestling or football, let me first start out with a quick Fed Up Friday, since it is Friday. Now, this video is not going to be specifically geared toward that. I'm going to make it a short Fed Up Friday, but there is something I'm fed up with, and it's a term in the world of sports. If you watch any sport, I'm sure you've heard it, and this term now has been overused to the point to where if I never hear it again, it'll be too soon. And that is the term, the GOAT. It seems like in the last 5 years, every single good player that's came out in every single sport, oh, he's the GOAT, he's the GOAT, he's the GOAT. And every single player in every single sport cannot be the greatest of all time. One good quarterback comes along, oh, he's the GOAT. And then 3 years later, the next good quarterback comes along, oh, he's the GOAT. Well, they can't both be the GOAT. Only one of them can be, in your opinion, the greatest. They can't both be the greatest of all time. In order to be the greatest of all time, you've got to be the one and only. You can't have 12 players who are the greatest of all time. There can only be one greatest. Now, we can say he's the greatest of right now if you do so choose, but you can't say that every single great quarterback is the GOAT. Every single great basketball player is the GOAT. That's not how it goes. That's not what the term, the GOAT, is meant to be. It's meant to be the actual person in whatever sport it is that is actually the greatest. Not every 5 years there's a new greatest. That's not the way it goes. So I'm just fed up with the term, the GOAT. We need to find something else to say to describe these players besides the GOAT, because that's not working. But on to NWA 74. Earlier this week on Tuesday, I discussed night number 1. If you have not yet watched that video, I encourage you to go back and watch it. But today, I'm going to discuss night number 2, which will be on Sunday night. Saturday night and Sunday night both will be live from St. Louis, Missouri. We've got 12 matches on night number 1. Night number 2, we have 9 matches so far. We have Tyrus versus Trevor Murdoch for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And then we have the Hex versus Pretty Empowered for the NWA Women's Tag Team Championships. Then we have a 10-team battle royal, and we will crown the inaugural United States Tag Team Champions. Mercurio takes on Magic Jake in a one-on-one match. Davey Richards versus Thrillbilly Silas for the MLW Openweight Championship. women's match from night one, if you recall, on night one, we're going to have Taya Valkyrie and Camille for the NWA Women's Championship. And the winner of that match will take on the winner of the night one Women's Battle Royal. And that will be the women's match on night number 2. And then we have Nick Aldis versus Flip Gordon, Colby Carino versus Caprice Coleman, and Judas versus Tom Latimer. So right now we have 21 matches lined up altogether, 12 on Saturday night and 9 on Sunday night. Any thoughts on NWA 74 before it gets here tomorrow night? Please feel free to let me know. And then I want to run down a few of the high school football games coming up tonight. Not all of them, just some. These are just either people that I know have subscribed to the channel, went to one of these schools, or they're just a highly ranked high school team that everybody knows who they are. If you're going to any of these games, please feel free to let me know. If you know anybody that's going to any of these games, please feel free to let me know. We have Mobile Christian versus Athens Academy. Then we have number 3, Mill Creek, taking on Norcross. Mallard Creek is going against Buford. We know Buford is a top 5 team, if not a top 1 team in the state every single year. Then we have East Jackson versus Social Circle. Gainesville is taking on Mountain View. Lithonia versus Rome. West Hall versus Johnson. Wren versus Jefferson. Clark Central versus Oconee County. Then we have Union County versus Lumpkin County. Martin Luther King versus Winder Barrow. Greene County versus Morgan County. Franklin County versus Pickens. And I want to be more specific because there is a Pickens in Georgia, but Franklin County is actually facing the Pickens High School in South Carolina. Then we have White County versus Habersham Central. Carrollton taking on South Paulding. Murphy is taking on Commerce. The game that I would love to go to, but I just don't feel like making that drive. But I think it's going to be a Friday night dandy on tap for tonight. Stevens County versus Rabun County. And then we have Aiken versus Appling County. Appling County is another team that's always really good. And then we have Elbert County versus Madison County. Both teams come into that game 1-0. Elbert County defeated Hart County last week, and Madison County, of course, defeated Franklin County. And then we have Monroe Area versus Cedar Shoals. Again, if you're going to any of these games, please feel free to let me know. If you know anybody going to any of these games, please feel free to let me know. And please let me know the score of the game and any specific highlights, whether it's a great run or a great interception or a fumble return or a block kick, anything that stands out, not just every single play in the game, but anything that stands out, please feel free to let me know. My shout-outs today, first one goes out to my man, Ricky. Ricky lives in Georgia. He is a wrestling fan. He subscribed to the channel on Wednesday. And then we have one going out to my man, Danny, who lives in the upstate of South Carolina. He is a Clemson fan. You can never have too many wrestling fans, and you can never have too many Clemson fans. So, Ricky and Danny, thank you both so much for subscribing. And now that you have subscribed, if you do so, choose to comment on any video at any time. You'll be eligible for our subscriber giveaway when we get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. Where does a dad keep his dad jokes? In a database. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.